Yep, she gets a level.
If
Yay!
only wings could speed us on toward greater understanding.
All in all, having to unlearn everything I've learned is going to be somewhat faster than expected.
Okay, so strike dash, dash ability in rapid succession for less stamina, or yeah, we want strike dash, I believe. Mainly because we want, we want greater celerity. Oh, strike dash.
Strikes.
Because yeah, that bonus.
Strikes are those little birds that impale their bug prey on thorns and stuff before they eat them. The strange designs of the 8 scribes. Their everlasting sorceries are strong with this land, and we shall yet make further use of them, we think.
Okay, so
This celebratory music is pretty loud.
yeah, it is.
So-
This is weirdly loud.
So, obstinate versus obstinate, isn't it the same thing?
Maybe? I think so.
Because you are being obstinate and you are being obstinate, or it just
It
obstinate.
might just be one of those where we've always been just doing it wrong. I don't know.
I thought they're both words. Sniffle. After you and your fellow exiles bested the essence, you find the lone minstrel tending to one of your own. Bertrude seems to be unwell, although you cannot yet sense why. Does she have cancer or something?
How are you feeling, madame?
We are terribly weary. We fear that we have taken ill somehow, for ours is a strength not easily suppressed.
I see. Then, please do not overexert yourself, or try.
The lone minstrel motions you to come closer.
Reader, Bertrude appears rather disorientated, and more fatigued than usual, reported feeling not entirely present. Symptoms of banishment sickness.
The ailment suffered by those who frequently conduct the rites, debilitating but fleeting. The sense of loss and isolation during a banishment sometimes extends beyond that time. Ooh.
She should be able to take part in light activities, I think, but under no circumstance shall she be able to conduct the coming rite. Now then, I ought not to keep you from the stars above. Please go and have a look at them. For all of us, I think, are anxious to depart this place. Alright, so I just can't use her next. That's fine.
Bertrude got banishment sickness. This is almost like Oregon Trail sometimes.
Yeah, sort of. Shelly, you are sitting way far from your mic.
No. I'm actually, I lean in
Okay.
close.
Okay.
Because I was just leaning back from
Back
when
so
I was
you could have a
grabbing
drink?
my water
Okay.
bottle.
I just know I've been getting a lot of complaints lately that you're really quiet in comparison to myself and Keith and stuff.
Well,
And I'm realizing it's
you're
because...
constantly boomy.
Yeah, but also, like, it really depends on placement, because I balance based on, like, 1 point. So, like, if you talk right now, and I skip to that part, and I'm like, okay, so this is what she sounds like in comparison to me, I'll balance based on that, and then if you suddenly, like, move way far away from the microphone, suddenly all of that balance is lost.
Well, I think maybe in the Guild Wars one, it's because...
Well, you just didn't have your mic at all in front of your face. I don't know. Anyway,
It's hard to play over a microphone.
you get used to it. You gaze into the darkness of the night. Seek now your destination.
Oris, Lou, and Goal. And we're at
just
Kaelman.
there. Okay, so currently we're up against the dissidents. So one thing I'm realizing, as far as who we might fight here, we're probably going to be up against the dissidents. I'll probably let them go.
What do you mean by let them go?
No, I'll let them be our opponents for the Rite of Liberation.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing I'm realizing is chances are we're going to have one Rite of Liberation against each one of these guys, and then the game ends. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Because we've done 2, we'll do 3, more or less 1 for every party member, I believe. And so, I'm really glad that Dalbert Oldheart is actually, like, at the tail end of everything. Because hopefully we can kind of pursue the Fae and Dalbert's son a little bit
Because we
more
don't
often.
need to release Barker. And... The sister, she seems to still want to destroy the Commonwealth?
Oh. Shall we go up against Ignarius?
Why do we go up against him? Because
not?
he would get sent down, unless you want to see his story. What are the other ones?
I don't think he's going to go down enough that it would be a problem. So the other ones are the accusers and the dissidents. So if we don't want to go up against the dissidents, we could, but right now I want to hold off on fighting the essence in the Rite of Liberation.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like Ignarius could be interesting.
We'd learn more about Ignarius. I also wouldn't mind creaming the accusers, but they're in the middle, so...
Going after the accusers, the only problem with that is it would push up Dalbert in the rankings here. Yeah. I don't know. Let's try it.
I mean, you think there's more story to him?
He's the character we've interacted with the least.
If you like. I mean, we also haven't interacted with the accusers.
I don't care about them. They didn't seem like they
didn't
have a story, but they just seem kind of jerkish.
Yep.
Again, we are to face the demon Ignarius and his brutes, the Tempers. He is living proof of how the Rites favor raw strength of will and body.
Volfer then offers you such details as he knows of your next adversary. Ignarius, a long-time resident of the Downside, as evidenced by his appearance. The strongest of the Tempers, he has waited for years to earn his freedom. Born to a middling Commonwealth family, he got into trouble early and often, but found his calling in the Commonwealth's not entirely legal red light district. There he took many jobs, most involving his sheer size. Most notably, he was a bouncer at the Starry Eight, where he came to symbolize his reputation.
An infamous tavern in the Commonwealth. It is widely believed that the Commonwealth officials sometimes showed up incognito here to blow off steam.
One day, a particularly belligerent guest got under his skin, so he gave him a tremendous thrashing. The club clientele all gave a cheer. However, this guest turned out to be a wealthy chamberlain, who then exploited his connections to have Ignarius arrested and then exiled. This was 14 years ago. In the Downside, Ignarius dropped his given name, as is sometimes the custom, and survived alone through his tenacity and strength. In time, he drew the notice of the Tempers, who revealed to him the rights, recruited him into their ranks, and let him work his way up. Now, at last, it is his turn.
Ignarius struggles to return to a place that wants nothing to do with somebody like him. He should never have been exiled. Anyway, my boy, I'm off to rest.
You wish good night to Wolfred. Your travel shall continue at first light.
Interesting. The Essence. In the words of Howe the Swallow. The winged members of the Essence, each chosen by the matriarch Triesta Tethys, are living exemplars of liberty and piety. Would that my wings could be thus. You of course must know, we all had wings. It is said that the men and women of the Empire relinquished theirs, drawn in by earthly matters, as they were. But the harps, such as Triesta, held tight their liberty and their plumage the liberty their plumage could afford. These divergent paths did cause a share of differences between the winged and the wingless over time, but here in this land, our purposes are shared, our goals united. That, then, is the essence. That is who they are, and what, and why.
But are harps ever male?
I don't know.
Because we've only ever seen female harps.
I don't know.
Tethys is, she is, the other one is.
I don't know.
Despite Pamitha's mental conditioning, you can tell something is troubling her. She won't listen to a word I say. Not one damn word. If she weren't my blood sister, I should think I'd hate her guts as much as she hates mine. She shakes her head. I should apologize. To you and everyone. I sought out Tamitha without asking your leave. Figured I would rather seek forgiveness than permission. You understand? My attempt with Tamitha didn't amount to much, as you well saw. So, at this point, I'm hopeful you'll be more accepting of my apologies than she. Though, tell me something, reader darling. Do you suppose I'm going to betray you? You may know better than I do at this point. Pamitha wishes to know where you think her loyalty's lying.
I mean, reservations, but I trust her? I don't know. What do you want to say?
I mean, this is probably one of those, she gains hope. She gains something.
Yeah.
Or loses something.
Let's go with trust. I mean, she's not going to betray us. She's just not entirely in line with our goals.
Mm-hmm. You expressed to Pamitha that you do not view her efforts to make peace with Tamitha as being contradictory to the group's larger goals. You understand why she did what she did. She says nothing for a while. That's kind of you to say, darling. May the others see it with such generosity. But if they don't, you need but tell me to depart, and I'll be on my way. However, I have a promise that I wish to make to you. You let me stay, and I'll see this through, with all of you, no matter where we all end up. I'll be on the roof for a bit, I think. You take care too, darling. Despite Pamitha's disappointment with the outcome of her confrontation with her blood sister, you sense she is less troubled now, after your brief conversation. No extra points.
We probably have more to do.
Mm-hmm.
Continue your journey. I feel a bit bad. Of all of the characters that we're up against, I don't care too much about Tamitha. The only reason why I'd consider letting her go up first, or Tamitha instead of Pamitha, is at Pamitha's request, but even then it doesn't seem like Tamitha is the kind of person we want going back anyway.
No, because she's going to try to destroy the Commonwealth.
Yeah, which seems kind of risky.
Whereas Ignarius I feel bad for.
And Dalbert.
And Dalbert.
Dalbert's whole team, technically.
Well, Dalbert and his son. I think Dalbert's team is the only team that we've actually seen multiple...
times, yeah.
Well, no, not just multiple times, but multiple members, like pictured members.
True. I'm really curious what would happen if we'd actually, if we let Ignarius go up. I guess we wouldn't learn anything about him, but like, what would the Tempers be like? Would there be like a replacement? I have no idea.
Or would they all be masked? Yeah, it's an interesting question.
Well, alchemical reagents she requires along this route, or time for vocations. I'm feeling this one.
Okay, sure.
Because vocations, we've already got the stuff that I cared about. Everything else is just kind of secondary. So, Bertrude believes she can find alchemical reagents she requires along this route.
I mean, the other thing about the vocations is couldn't you train an individual up?
I could, but I don't really need to. That much. Oh.
The Beyonder Crystal seeks Pamitha.
Oh shit, we've been forgetting to talk to Sandra about stuff for ages.
Yeah.
I keep forgetting.
You have returned, have you? What is it that you require?
Let's ask what's on her mind. Oh.
I thought I told you to be gone. She is pushing you away as she did before. Perhaps I ought to cease my services to you, if you insist on disrespecting my wishes thus. Would that sound good to you, O reader? Imagine not having access to the loathsome trinkets which I grant to you. Imagine those idiots of yours having to get by without my tutelage. I can imagine it just fine myself. I was once a weapon, used to kill an emperor, attempt to kill him anyway. Now I am once again a tool, being exploited, soon to be discarded. Go on then. Leave me be. Go about your business. And let us pretend that we do not know full well how this shall end between us.
No, I should keep bugging her, probably.
She really doesn't want to be abandoned.
Yeah. Well, she's been stuck there lonely for years. She finally makes a friend and she realizes, oh shit, he's probably gonna go poof in a while. Anyway, scribe trial.
Certainly. You shall be the target of my wrath then, would you say?
Pamitha. And quickness, yep.
You asked Sandra to administer one of her special Rite trials to Pamitha. Oh, you mean that feisty harp? She may yet be taught some manners, I should think. I shall attempt to bring her down to size. Let us bring her forth. Soon Pamitha arrives in heat of the summons. You called for me, reader darling? Ah, it's that crystal. Then let's hash it out. I'm ready. Their voices are too similar.
Yeah.
I actually had not Pamitha. I had actually had Sandra really low before, but then people thought that she should be sassier, and I'm like, okay, I can do it a little bit higher.
Well, the problem is, yeah, we got two very sassy women.
Very sassy characters. The apparition Sandra appears and unfastens her mask. Listen well, harp. You answer to me here. Oh, a bossy one. Sure then, go on and tell me more. Such a delightful student for a change. Come then, let us see what you can do, left to your own devices. Save your reader's vigilance, of course. Let's show her what she wants to see then, reader darling. They sound so similar. I don't know how to differentiate between two sassy characters because I don't want one to sound like too high-pitched and annoying. Really, half of what I do for my voice acting is like pitch. Because, you know, Faye is really, oh no! And, I mean, people like Jadariel are really deep.
Oh,
so,
that's interesting.
Huh? What's going on? Is this just evasion tactics?
Yeah, so, their harp bounced off of a wall. I didn't know they could do that. So now I'm baiting them out like a jerk. Because the thing is, she's so fast it doesn't even matter.
Mm-hmm. Woo!
I can't wait until we get that flight upgrade on her.
There now. Is everyone happy? Oh, happy as can be, my doubtless pretty harp. So good for you to ask. On top of that, your performance was sufficient, and you passed my test. You have my congratulations, both to you and to your lovely reader. Now, be gone from here, before I have any second thoughts.
What?
No, I'm just trying to think of a way to differentiate them without making them sound completely
Well, that's the last
different.
time both of them will be in the same place at the same time, so I think you're okay.
My, that Sandra sure could use a massage or something. So angry, isn't she? Say, what's that you have there, darling? You received Triesta's plume.
Well, flying Pamitha shall not be banished by dousing the adversary's pyre and deals 3 extra damage. Jeez, that's really good.
She could no longer fly, yet her tears she shed for her assailants, for they could cry no longer. Wait, so did Triesta have her wings torn out?
Yeah, maybe. Interesting. Search for reagents. Bertrude requires an assistant for her latest sorcerer's pursuits.
The Bog Witch Big Bertrude knows much of things growing unseen throughout the land, including things residing here, within the lonesome lands of Hollowroot. We have made note of thy willing assistance. Come along, then, reading one. Why she requests your company in such excursions, only she could say. Yet she does no such thing. She instead directs you to collect the foul ingredients she seeks. The reagents seem to disappear into her robes, and you return in silence. Later, you know a new talisman has appeared among the group's possessions, bearing Bertrude's unmistakable mark. You acquired a dying flame. It was crafted with care.
Well, the Bear's Pyre has less than the adversaries. Okay, so mostly useless. Might just sell it.
But you deal bonus damage, but yeah.
Yeah, an ensorcelled bit of celestial fire, always on the verge of sputtering out, yet never quite getting there. I'd prefer gameplay boosts. more than extra damage to Pyres.
The original goal.
You're to conduct the rites here soon against Ignarius and the Tempers.
How many times have we fought under goal? A number.
Yeah, several times. This would be our third, I believe.
Well, that lightning strike came a little too close for comfort.
Like, blast the wagons, game over. What?
Why? No.
Oh, it's you guys. Good, because I was just thinking I could use a customer like real bad today, or just in general, you know?
I think he's stalking you. I think he's just pretending to just happen to be in the same region or area that you are.
Yeah, probably. So apparently we can actually use the Stardust on stuff, and we just get, like, leftovers.
Huh.
So this would, yeah. Shall not be banished by dousing the adversary's pyre. So this would make Pamitha really dangerous, because effectively it increases her damage, and makes it so that no matter what, we always have 3 players if it keeps scoring with her. So it could have 2 defenders and Pamitha for crazy damage if I wanted to. Pleasure was all mine. And Dad's, you guys. So nobody in the black wagon. Alright.
Commence the rite. As you await the stars, a form dressed in the raiments of the rites approaches you and Wolfred. You at first presume it to be one of your next adversaries, the Tempers. Oh, but he cannot be one of them.
Oh, it's the friend.
Beside you, Wolfred starts. Well, I mean, if you notice, he's dressed in red and blue.
Yeah.
Wolfred starts. Something you have never seen him do. Oh, look at that expression on Wolfred's face.
Yeah.
We've never seen him surprised. You observe the colors that he wears, an inverse of the Nightwings.
Oh, that's the other symbol.
Right. The old Nightwings, maybe?
Wolfred Sandalwood, it's been a while. No, this cannot be.
The demon unfastens his mask. Is this the... He looks awesome!
He does look awesome. It can. You perished, I watched you fall. You did. I grieved for years, yet now you live? I do, although these horns they grew long ere I could walk again. Unbelievable. Then why are you here, Orlek?
Wasn't Orlek a human before?
Yeah.
But now he's a because I thought that he had like short brown hair.
Oh.
And that he had actually like mourned when his lady friend died.
Yeah, so he's a former exile of the Nightwings, betrayed and abandoned in his moment of glory. I think he was going up, the girl died, and Wolfred gave up. You know full well, Wolfred, to reclaim what is mine by right.
The demon Orlek leaves without another word, just as the stars above burst to life and seem to set the sky aflame.
The plot thickens!
All
we
his
got
old
a new
friends
one.
aren't dead. Time Singer Harn.
So
So this is really cool. I want to listen to this. I just don't usually hear a chorus accompanying the music.
yeah. I'm really disappointed. I bought the soundtrack for this game, but a lot of these songs just aren't there.
There are in it. Ah. Because I love this one.
I might send, see if I can send the musician an email and it's like, do you have like an extended soundtrack that people could buy? Because I would totally buy like every song and song variant they have. I guess worst comes to worst, it's going to get compiled on YouTube anyway. Okay, so Time Singer Harn. Star of the Sky Titan, once read by the 8 scribes in the flagging hands.
Just notice it's a very similar pose to like Alarin playing her harp. I suppose it's like the whole doo-doo-doo-doo-doo
Yep.
kind of thing. Look at this guitar music's really
What
nice.
lunacy is this? 'Twould appear the Nightwings are to stand against themselves this time around. This is a mutiny in violation of the sacred law. The exile whom you face, Orlek. Long ago he had his chance, and he relinquished it. He cannot simply claim it now, and I cannot preside over this nonsense. Good night.
The narrator had a hissy fit.
What happened to the Tempers? The stars showed we were to face them. They must have suffered a misfortune of some sort.
Ooh, look at that smug expression on his face.
Tampering with the star's design is not permitted, Orlek. Cheating the worthy of their rightful liberty is not permitted either, Volfrid. You must know I took no part in that betrayal. Search your heart.
Orlek says nothing for a time. Then.
Where are your raiments, Volfrid? I have refused to wear them since, in show of solidarity, to you. And to elude the voice, I would suppose. Described within the book, it calls you during the rites. It reminds you of your exile.
Huh. Oh, the voice.
Oh.
It's the guy up there.
Yes, that too. I see. You were never very good at this anyway. We shall see if that new lot of yours is any better. You cannot be serious. What sense is there in standing against each other?
But Orlek puts on his masks. Masks, plural?
I don't know.
And stands ready.
I shall crush this lot of yours, Volfrid. You shall see I'm not so easily discarded, and then you shall not deny me my liberty again.
Ah, so it's the red flame with a blue inner.
Reader, the adversary whom we face, Orlek, he is not one to back down. He was very experienced in the rites, even at the time, and so beware. There was no one in his day who could prevail against him, and he appears even stronger now. I wish I had more valuable advice to give in this. I wish I had foreseen this.
Okay, so we have Orlek himself. He doesn't have any talismans, but he does have a couple skills. He was a physician.
Apparently so. Okay.
He is a stern-faced demon who once served the Nightwings and claims to have been cheated of his freedom after having toiled in the downside for many, many years. He has reformed his own version of the Triumvirate to which he once belonged, now called the True Nightwings. Oh, great. That's a wonderful name. He seems to hate the very essence of the rites.
True Nightwings, a splinter faction from the scribe's most favorite Triumvirate, led by the demon Orlek. So, crushing heal when landing from a jump, briefly stuns nearby adversaries, making them drop the orb. Long stride, so he can rush twice. And after saluting his adversaries, he deals an additional 10 damage to the adversary's Pyre. Oof. Alright,
We probably want people who are fast. Isn't
yeah, so
he slow?
Bertrude's out. So, oh yeah, that's a good point to look at. He's not that slow.
Really?
Quickness
Oh, he's
20.
a 20?
This guy is a beast. 22. Oh yeah, and they're...
Oh, they have a little imp of their own. She
Yeah.
is an imp loyal to Orlek and committed to the
Ixa.
legacy. Ixa.
and Karef. Savage, who
Karef.
stands with Orlek as part of the legacy of his true Nightwings. Okay, brief charge up time. So he's like Faye, sort of. So he chucks orbs. While grasping the orb, Gareth sprints and jumps without using stamina. Scary. Okay. So we're gonna go Pamitha, because at this point she's really good. Orlek's faster than him, though.
Well, Sir Gilman is super fast.
Sir Gilman is super fast. You're right about that. Yeah, let's go with Gilman.
Let's just hope you can use him to banish people properly.
Yeah.
Now, do you want to use Faye or Tizo? Because Dodariel could work, but she would have to pretty much camp the,
Yeah, I'd
goal.
effectively have to... Well, so here's part of the problem. Orlek has 40 presence, making him...
He would have more presence than her.
Yeah.
And actually, their imp seems to have an enormous presence.
Imps have crazy presence. Like, Tizo's presence is just as big. I'm leaning for Tizo just because.
Just because you can fly.
He's a good orb carrier, and he's got decent presence, and I can always suicide bomb people.
Okay. That sounds good to me. Skoohoo!
Tizo is filled with mixed emotions in confronting Orlek, but is prepared to fight. Such a triumvirate you have assembled, Volfrid. Well then, let's see what they can do. Come and face me, false Nightwings! Tizo.
Oh, he knows him. Tizo fumbles with his mask.
Tizo recognizes Orlek and greets him, tentatively. It is good to see you.
Orlek reaches for his mask in turn.
How is the horn? Mended?
Oh, he has that little bandage on it.
Tizo indicates his horn has not bothered him for a long time now and thanks Orlek for it. Good, a full recovery then. But it's unfortunate to see you standing there with them, Tizo. Come with us, no questions asked.
The proposition seems to catch Tizo off guard.
Tizo indicates that he will not abandon his friends or their quest. He seems to be pleading with Orlek to stand down, to listen, and not to give in to anger.
But Orlek shakes his head. He puts on his mask. Oh, he puts his mask back on.
This is something I must do, little one.
It's funny, you're using your, like, oh, what was it, white-haired guy from Setsuna voice, and now you're using a gruffer one.
I mean, he's angry. I don't know.
Yeah, he is angry, that's true. Tizo dons his mask in turn. He chirps nothing more. Whoa. I'm surprised you're actually able to dash through his aura. Sacrificed her. But you can get right in.
Yep. Worked out. Barely. I messed up with the wrong maneuver. Oh.
But now they're going to be able to go in anyway.
Yeah, messed me up. Oh, does the Pyre without being banished. Oh, I see.
How are you going to get past that guy? Oh, Sir Gilman.
It's okay. Sir Gilman has infinite stamina.
And speed. Can she throw?
Yep.
No.
No, we're in trouble. Damn it. These guys have really good teamwork, and they do that shit. Yeah, the problem is,
Oh, he got it first.
It's okay.
Oh, he threw it on that? Okay. Yeah.
There we go.
Great.
Oh, apparently I got Douse the Pyre without being banished? I'm not really sure about that part.
She's not wearing the new plumage, is she? Or is it her new skill?
Shit.
I'm just gonna leave a wall. Oh.
No.
Flipped over
I'm just gonna take it.
But only 4 damage?
So long as our pyre yet burns, this is not over. But come, now, let us put an end to it.
They only seem to focus on the person that you're using.
They do and they don't. Damn it!
Oh, whoa. He charged in there.
Yeah.
It's good that you cleared most of the field with Tizo, but the problem is he was still standing around. Ugh.
It's okay, they're out Orlek, and this is... Nope, this is not the last. I might have to restart this one.
2 more. Come on, Tizo. Whoa, that guy's fast. Dropped.
Come on, Tizo. Fuck.
Oh, he couldn't blow up in time.
That's interesting. And he jumped over me. Okay,
Gilman.
good. And we get some more points. All we have to do is score once with anybody. Oh, interesting.
Did he throw back his own people?
Yeah, he did. Shit.
Oh.
Yeah, the problem is they like to, they're really quick on their reflexes and stuff like that, and they know exactly the timing on when to get their orbs.
He actually threw it right into your hands.
So he did, but that's okay. We're good.
Ooh, that was intense.
That was rough.
But Sir Gilman got a lot in.
Yeah, no, Sir Gilman was a good choice. The infinite stamina helped a lot. We got lucky. You who call yourselves the Nightwings, it seems that you have learned something from Sandalwood after all. But you are the Nightwings in name only, and for the Rites, it is a mockery of what it once stood for. All this, a stain upon the legacy of the scribes.
Wolford looks on as Orlick departs without another word.
Orlick, forgive me.